live on there and on Instagram. And let's do this. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. But today we are going all over, you guys. Okay, so I know so many of you guys have said that you're having trouble with sales and trying to elevate your sales, trying to get your sales up. So I'm gonna help you out with that today. Okay, so I got 5 quick tips. Not gonna take us a long time, but they are impactful. Okay, because you guys, this is what y'all don't know. I do a lot of sales calls, like a lot. Caregivers House, how are you? Hey, Courtney, hey, from Icons. How are you, Courtney? Good to see you on here. I appreciate the love. So yeah, you guys, I do a lot of sales calls, and so I've gotten good at them because I've had so many bad sales calls that somehow, some way, those bad sales calls have helped me to become great at sales calls. So for all of you guys who are new to the space of having to sell, in the online space, or you're jumping on calls or jumping on Zoom, I want to, hey, I appreciate it. I definitely do. For all of you guys who are now jumping on sales calls, I want to give you some tips so it doesn't have to be like a struggle or something you hate to do. Have some fun with it. What's up, Caregivers House? Let me encourage you to have some fun with it. What my coach one time told me, and give it or take it or leave it. He said you kind of fall in love with the person, right? And so maybe that's what we have to do sometimes. What's up, Writing by Winifred? How are you? Good to see you on here. I'm going over sales calls. So Writing by Winifred, I don't know. Are you doing sales calls? Let me know in the chat. I don't know if you're doing sales calls, but if you are, I wanted to go over because I've done a gazillion, like I was telling them. I've done so many sales calls. Again, I've gotten good at it, but it's only by trial and error. So one of the things I want to make sure that you guys know is when you do sales calls, don't make it all about you and your product, because I know we're excited, we're passionate, like, I can do this and it can do that, and it's got these bells and whistles. We really have to fall in love with the client. And when you're in love with somebody, you listen to them and you just enamored by them. We kind of have to do that. We have to show, one of my coaches told me that, love to on a sales call equals time. The more time you put into, and I'm not saying sit on there for 45 minutes, 45 minutes typically a good amount of time, but you can stay on 30 minutes, but you really do need to give some time. Don't rush through the call. I know that I've done that many, many times because I really just want to get to the sale and get to the end of it. But if you do that, people don't feel like, like if you sped through a date, a person wouldn't really feel like, you really paid attention to them. So think about it in that regard. And also, if somebody is in a car, reschedule that. So if they can't give their direct concentration to you for 35 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour, however long your sales calls are going to be, reschedule that. I'm just going to say, just reschedule it, because they're going to be driving and they're going to be like, and I got to, and all that stuff. And they can't concentrate on really how you can help them. So that's my 2 cents for, fall in love with them, go ahead and, find out a little, build that rapport, where you at, where's your, how's the weather, all that good stuff. Okay. But the first thing I want to make sure you guys do is pre-frame. And this is probably one of the most important things I've learned, is that you have to pre-frame. And when I say pre-frame, and that's the first step, make sure you're on the call with somebody who actually is your target audience. I can't tell you in the beginning how many calls, and I just wanted volume of calls at that time. I didn't really care. But the more you get, no, I'm not interested. That's not what you need to, if I had found out in the beginning, and a great way to make sure you're on with the right people is you can do a questionnaire before to make sure they have the right money. They want to lose weight. How many relationships they've been. Hey there, Rhonda, how are you? Good to see you. We're going over all like sales calls. So if you have, I don't know, Rhonda, do you do sales calls right now? We'd love to know in the chat if you do sales calls. And then chime in if you have any questions. How do you feel about waiting until the end to reveal the price? Hey, Shalonda, how are you? So good to see you on here. I am good with I'm good with waiting to the end, because if you show people the price at the beginning, great question, right, about Winifred. If you tell people in the beginning what the price is, they're not going to see the value. If you tell somebody, from the jump is, let's just say 25,000. Well, they're going to be like, well, no, this is not for me. I can't afford that. They got to see the value. They got to see that you can help them lose weight, and that you can help them have a better life, and that you can help them get ripped abs, and that you're also going to be there every 24/7, whatever it is. They need to see the value for 25,000, right? Or whatever the price point is. I'm just throwing that out there. But I am okay with waiting to the end. What I want you to do, or what I would say to do in a sales call, is to be sure from the pre-frame, let them know, hey, because someone just told me, one of my friends just said, I'm jumping on all these sales calls and everybody's just asking me for free advice. Okay, let's nix that. We ain't doing that. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to, from now on, we're going to do a pre-frame. Hey, Sally, so great to have you on the call. Hey, I'm all about course creation. So that's why I pinged you. That's why we're on this call, pre-frame. Hey, at the end of this, if I see a way that I can help you, I'll let you know how I can help you and what my offer is. Is that okay? If they say no, then you don't have to get, if they were like, oh, I just want to chit chat or I just want to pick your brain. If that's not what the call was about from your perspective, then you can let them know, oh, that's not what this is about. This is really a business call where there will be an offer at the end. Are you okay with that? So, and so right about Winifred, that's where you can just pre-frame it from the beginning. Let them know there will be an offer. So again, what does that do? It lets them know that one, we're not just here to have fun. This is actually a sales call. It also lets them know that there will be an offer. So there's no bait and switch, because typically a lot of sales calls are free. Some people charge for their sales calls. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with charging people for your time, but a lot of times they're free. So that was the first one. Just make sure you pre-frame it from the beginning. This is a sales call, and here's what we're going to do. And if there will be an offer at the end. Just make sure there's no bait and switch. So the second thing that I do is once I've did the report and I've gotten to know them and we've done the pre-frame, I want to find out what is their goal. And I always ask people, so, 6 months from now, or, at the, let's just say and I just tell people, like, imagine we're in December 2024. Imagine we're in, June 2024. Where do you want to be personally and financially? Right. So that, how much money do you want to be making in the next 6 months? How much weight do you want to lose? How many dates would you have liked to have gone on? What would you like your marriage to look like? Hey, Thelma, how are you? So good to see you on here. Like, if you're on a sales call, find out what's the goal. So people are just going to say, oh, I want to make money, or oh, I want to lose weight. And that's a great surface answer. So then it's our job, because we're there, right? And again, we're falling in love with them, right? So we're going to ask a little bit more of a question. Okay, so you're looking to make money? Okay, perfect. What would be an ideal amount of money you'd like to make to where that would make you feel good, right? Imagine you can make, the ideal amount of money. What would that look like? Like, what does that look like? Because we can't just take that, I just want to make money, because they're not giving us any information. Then they're going to say something like, oh, well, I really would like to lose 50 pounds. I'm doing good, Thelma. Thanks for asking as well. People are going to tell you, like, hey, I'm looking to lose 50 pounds because I want to fit into my wedding dress. Or I have a trip to Cancun planned in June. I need to, be able to fit into this bathing suit. Oh, I want to make $10,000 a month because that would allow me to pay down my debt. And once I pay down my debt, I can take my kids to Disneyland. Like, that's the real reason. They don't want to just make 10,000 just because. They want to take their kids to Disneyland. Now I got that information, right? And I'm taking notes on this stuff. So make sure Disneyland, I'm writing that down, right? Bank that, okay? Because we're going to need that when we close. And I'm going to help you really with this close at the end so that you can close more of these deals going forward. Okay? So first we're going to pre-frame. We're going to make sure we know without a shadow of a doubt, what's up, Stevenson? How are you? Good to see you on here. Great to have you. We are going to make sure we pre-frame, make sure we let them know from the beginning. We want to make sure they're our ideal audience. If they're not, we don't even have to finish up the call. Second thing we're going to do is figure out what their goals are and why that goal. Okay. That's the second thing. The third thing we need to figure out is, what is the roadblock? What do they think? Doesn't matter what we know or we think. Okay. Hey, hey there. Hey, King. It doesn't matter what we can know, like, yeah, that's not the real answer, but what do they think is their roadblock? Oh, I can't, I don't have time. I don't have time to work out. Oh, I don't have time to take on a side hustle. Oh, I don't have enough followers. Oh, I like to eat carbs. So I don't have anybody. I don't have any accountability. Nobody supports me. Whatever their reason is, write that down. And just ask them a little bit more, because again, we're falling in love with them. We're spending time with them. How has that affected you in your life? They're going to tell you guys. And I've had so many people be like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to you like I've never talked to anybody else, or nobody's ever asked me these questions. You guys, let them know you care. Like, this doesn't have to be a rush job. This is how you really do it well on sales calls, and why I can close more of my sales calls, because I actually take time and really figure out who they are. Again, I was nowhere good when I first started. I was not good at all. I'll be honest. I was horrible because I come from mortgages, and mortgages, I just wanted name, address, social. I didn't care too much about the person. With this, I really had to figure out it, and I've spent on courses, coaches, thousands and thousands of dollars on sales and how to get better at sales. But I'm giving you guys this tea for free. Okay. So I hope you guys are taking notes. Find out what they're struggling and how's it affected them. Like, because I put on weight, now my husband doesn't look at me the same. Like I've heard all kinds of things, or oh, now I don't make enough money, so my kids can't go to Disneyland, or I can't put my kids in private school, or I can't put them in the best school. Like you really can figure out, like, okay, this is their real struggle. Write that down. Make sure you let them know, oh, carbs have been really a hard thing for me in my life, whatever it is. Okay. So again, we're going to pre-frame. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. We're going to pre-frame and find out they're the right client. Let them know in the beginning, this is a sales call and there will be an offer. Second thing is to find out, what is the goal? I want to make $10,000. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to get in a better marriage. What's their struggle? What do they think the struggle is? Oh, I can't control my eating. Oh, every time I try to lose weight, it comes back on. I've tried a million diets. Like, what do they feel is their real struggle? You got to write that down. And then here's where I really want you guys, and I feel like a lot of people skip this step, but it's very crucial. And I skipped it forever. I never knew to do it. I would go straight into the close. Straight, I'm that type of person. But we really got to, again, just summarize it for them. Okay. Be like, hey, so Sally, just to make, and always call the person by their name, right? Because when you tell people, when people hear their name, they tend to feel like, you care about them, you know them. Hey, Sally, so if I'm hearing you correctly, for the last 10 years, you've been struggling with your weight, and you've been looking to get this 50 pounds off, but you just haven't been able to keep it off, right? Is that right? And they'll say, yeah. And then, and the roadblock is that you really enjoy carbs and you haven't been able to, get past that roadblock. Is that right? You guys, one, that lets them know, man, she gets me. She's been listening to me. She cares about me. It also is doing another thing, is getting them to get in a mode of saying yes. Yes, that's my story. Yes, that's what I struggle with. Yes, that's my goal. You guys, this is how you do a sales call. And I don't know if anybody else knows, I'm doing this for free, but because I want you guys to see how I run people through the call. You get them in a mode of saying yes. This is warming them up because you're getting ready to pitch, and you at the close. Is it Butterfly 2013? How are you? We've been going over how to do better on sales calls because I've done a gazillion of them. And so summarize, you guys. Don't go straight. Hey, Sophia, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. This gets them to say yes, because we want getting ready to go into the close. We need them to be in momentum of saying yes. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do what we call the close or the pitch. This is it right here, you guys. This is where the rubber meets the road. Hey, Sophia. Do not talk about the bells and whistles again of how great your stuff is. Here's what we're going to do. Whatever they said their goal was, whatever they wanted to get to 10,000, they wanted to lose 50 pounds. You need to show them how your product, your service, your membership, your waist trainer, your lashes is going to get them to that goal. Hey, I'm Angelique. And I help people, and this is not what I do, but hey, I help women, I help women every day. Sally, when you said you were looking at you were struggling with that, getting that 50 pounds off. Okay, so my course shows you how to get that 50 pounds off. And I know that you said you don't have a lot of time. It's going to show you how to do that in 30 minutes or less each day. And you still can have carbs 3 to 4 times a week. Does that sound good, Sally? Now, what did I just do? I took her goal. And then what did I do? I showed her how she can get to her goal, and I eradicated or got rid of the struggle. The struggle was carbs and time. So I showed her, hey, here's how my course is going to help you get to your goal, because I wrote down the goal. The goal was she wanted to lose 50 pounds, and get into her wedding dress, right? Hey, I'm going to show you how to lose the 50 pounds, get into your wedding dress. You're still going to be able to eat the carbs, and I'm only going to do you only have to do that for 30 minutes or less. You guys, I just knocked out all of her objections, but I got her to the goal, you guys. And that's why you got to listen for that. Oh, or hey, Jim, so you're looking to make $10,000 a month. Okay, so my course is going to show you how to get to that 10,000 so that you can take your kids to Disneyland, and you can do this whenever you want to. You'll also be able to get rid of all that debt. And you know what? I know that you said that you already have a job, but I'm going to show you how to do this in 20 minutes or less each and every day. Does that work for you? they can only say yes, because that there is no there, because they can be like, well, it's going to get them to the hey there, Cameron Jenkins, how are you? There's no way they can say no, because you got them to the goal, and you also got around all their objections. Now, are they going to have objections? Of course they're going to have objections. What's a good way to nurture someone after they decline? Okay, so after they decline, if they say no, that's not for me, well, this is where it's great. So maybe some of my clients what's funny? Some of my clients are one-on-one coaches, right? Oh, good. Glad you're doing well. Hey there, Paul. How are you? We're going over how to do sales calls, which you might maybe want to do, but probably I don't think you'll be doing them, but just in case. So you guys, Writing by Winifred asked a great question. What's a good way to nurture someone after they decline? So if someone declines, like say for me, so I have, one-on-one coaching, and someone is like, no, Angelique, I really don't want to do one-on-one coaching. Well, that's where you can also have a course or an ebook or a membership that might be a little bit less time intensive for them, or a little cheaper, or whatever. You always want to have a down sell. So if someone declines, you have a down sell. Okay. So Writing by Winifred, does that make sense? So let me know. I don't know if you have a down sell, but make sure you have a down sell, because you want to have something. Or if you only have a course, you can tell people, well, then, hey, you can get my ebook and it's only $25. Or, hey, I also have a membership. It's only $47 a month. So whatever it is, but you always, if someone declines, a great way to nurture them, if they don't want anything, hey, let me get your email address and I'll let you know when I have a free challenge or when I have a free masterclass. That's how you keep them in your claw, throughout the, eventually they're gonna buy something, hopefully. So yeah, you guys, those are the things I'm doing. If you guys, this is 100% spot on. Look at that, Cameron. We're vibing. I will say, you guys, one thing, I'm gonna give you guys this bonus tip that I got from my coach, so I can't take credit for it. When you're selling courses and things of that nature, if you do sales calls, a lot of people don't do sales calls for courses. I've done them though. I have done sales calls for courses. So if this all works, but if you have a membership, you have something else, maybe you're selling a big thing. Hey there, Karen, entrepreneur, how are you? If you are selling something else, hey, Slay My Content, how are you, Davida? If you guys want to, while the person is on the call, ask for the sale and get the credit card right then and there. When I was newer, even most recently, I can't say, and I know it's kind of uncomfortable, but I didn't always ask for the sale. I would say, oh, I'm gonna drop the link, and you can copy the link and then pay me whenever, or whenever you get around to it. Now, nope. Hey, I'm dropping the link, and they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get around to it. I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna stay on really quickly while you go grab your credit card. I'll stay here, but let's get this done right now. I know it sounds a little forceful. I know it sounds a little extra, but that's how you can get people. Some people are, if you don't push them, they're never going to do it. And you're never going to be able to help them lose the weight. You're never going to be able to help them with their money. You're never going to help them have a better relationship. You're never going to be able to help them with their mental health. You guys, sometimes you got to push people, okay? So right then, right there, you have your link ready. Have that link ready. Have that link ready. Drop that link. Be like, oh, and they're like, oh, let me look at my PayPal. Oh no, yeah, this is PayPal ready. Just click that link and put in your email. Hey, love life, how are you? Good to see you. So good to see you. Go ahead and drop it, you guys. Drop that link and tell them to go. Oh, I'll wait. I know people will be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go grab. Let me just go get my credit card. Oh, I'll wait. I made plenty of time for this call. I'm so glad to be on here, and they will do it, you guys. Got to get the sale then. Tell them we can start right now. I already have a plan for you. Go Slay My Content. She gets it, you guys. So make sure you guys do that, okay? So for everybody who is inclined, I got my masterclass tomorrow, which is free. You know what I'm saying? So you guys should just drop on in there and be showing you really how to market your courses, market your ebooks, all your digital products. If you haven't gotten in there, go up to that link in Facebook down here. I'll put in the comments or up there, or tell somebody. Maybe I could tell somebody if you've already been in or you already know me pretty well. You're like, I already know the stuff, Angelique. That's fine. But if you could tell somebody, I know you know somebody who wants to get, make more money, because everybody wants to make more money, right? So if you could tell them about my masterclass, I'd be most appreciative. So again, with regards to you guys, great questions, great love in the chat. I appreciate everybody. For those who just jumped on, I'll just do a recap. So do not do a sales call if somebody's on their phone in the car. No, they're not going to be able to talk to you too well. Phone a friend. That's right. Thank you, Slay My Content. And the whole time when you're doing a sales call, it's all about the person, right? Show them how what you got when you go to pitch. Show them how what you have is going to get them to the life they desire. Don't talk about the bells and whistles. Don't tell them how many modules. Don't tell them how you're going to do this and that. They don't care about that. They really just want to know, hey, I can help you lose the 50 pounds. I can help you get into your wedding dress. I can help you have this desired life that you want, where you want to be healthy. Hey, here's the link in the chat. Like, that's what it is. Okay, you guys, but don't, when don't, it's about them. Really fall in love. Like I said, really, when you're in love with somebody and you just be like, oh my gosh, fall in love with them. Love equals time when it comes to these sales calls. So it might take a little time. I'm very, very, very speedy. But even I have to slow it down and watch myself. And before I even get on a sales call, I pray, Lord, help me to be present. Help me to be a servant. Help me to see how I can help them. And so it's not all about me. I literally have to pray because I know me. It's all about me. I can't do that in the sales call. I really have to find out what they need my help with and even see if I can even help them. And we all have to do that. Don't just, decide to do this just because. See if you can really help them. So first thing is pre-frame. Let them know I am on this call. And I want to make sure we're on the same page. This is a sales call. You can just tell them like, hey, Sally, we're on this call. I know that you're interested in having a better marriage. I've had a great marriage. I'm going to find out a couple of questions about you. And if it's a good fit at the end, I'm going to have an offer for you to see if we can take this to the next level. Boom. Okay. So you let them know. So nobody's just there to chit chat. If they are, you can exit the call. Second thing, we're going to find out their goals. Oh, I want to make money. Well, that's not a good enough reason. So we got to ask a little bit more. Oh, I want to make 10,000. Oh, why? Why 10,000? Oh, because I want to pay off my debt and take my kids to Disneyland. Okay, we're going to write that down. The third thing we're going to do is figure out what do they think is the roadblock? Oh, I don't have time, or oh, I don't know how, or oh, I'm not tech savvy. Oh, okay, we're going to write that down. How's this, affected you throughout your life? Oh, because I didn't have the 10,000, now my kids, they don't respect me, or my wife doesn't respect me, whatever. Dan Flo Flashing, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. But find out what their struggle is and how has it affected them, because we want them to have some type of emotional connection to us. The next thing we're going to do is summarize. Oh, okay, so Sally, you said that right now you need to lose 50 pounds so you can get in your wedding dress, but the thing you're struggling with is carbs and you don't have time and you don't have anybody supporting you. Is that right? Now we get them to see that we have listened to them. We also get them saying, yes, I want to lose 50 pounds. Yes, I want to get in my wedding dress. Yes, I have had struggles with carbs. Yes, nobody is accountable to me. Nobody supports me. Like, we're getting them in a mode of saying yes right before we pitch them. And when we pitch them, we are showing how our product, our service, our membership, our ebook is the answer to their ills. We are the answer as long as it's true. Make sure it's true. If you don't have something for them, don't try to sell them something they don't want. Because we prefaced everything throughout this call, and just let them know, hey, this is how I can help you. This is what it looks like. I can help you lose the 50 pounds. You can still eat your carbs. It's only going to take 20 minutes out of your day, things of that nature. Name the call, the name of the result that they want. Yes, this is your relationship breakthrough call. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Name it, Cameron. That's good. That's good for you guys. Write that down. And the bonus was, no matter what they say, drop it in. Hey, Lo Santa, how are you? Good to see you on here, Lauren. No matter what they're talking about, drop that link. No matter what. Even if they say, oh, I want to, think about it. Oh, well, here's the link right here. And if they're like, okay, I'm ready to go, drop the link and then wait for them to click the link and make sure you see it in your PayPal or your Stripe or your Kartra or Kajabi or whatever to show you, hey, that is clear. Okay. So we are not going to be scared. We're going to be like, oh, you go get your purse, or oh, you can go get your wallet. I'll stay right here. I have more than enough time to wait for you to click the link that I just put in there so we can get everything started right now. Okay. So that's it. Got the masterclass tomorrow. I will see all of you guys. I got a lot of people registered, so I'm excited, but I would love to see you guys as well. Masterclass all about how to level up with digital products in 2024. I want to show you how to make money, how to get your audience, how to outline everything, how to just make this the thing for you to do in 2024. Everybody should have a digital product. There's no reason why we don't have them. Everybody's buying online, so you should have something in the digital space. And I want to show you how to get to that bag. And I want to show you how to do it in the next 30 days. So if you're up for it, up for the challenge, take the masterclass. I'm going to show you so many different skills of value and how to do it. And you can run with a lot of this information that I'm going to give you. A lot of people have, and they have soared. So I'm excited to bring it to you guys. So that's tomorrow, which is Wednesday, depending on when you're seeing this. If you hashtag replay me, I'll make sure I'll get the link to you as well. But if you're in Instagram, it's in my bio. And if you're in Facebook, I'll put it in the chat or in the comments. I don't see any other questions in here. Thank you guys for being such a cool audience and listening to my rant on how to do better sales calls. And I do this with love only because I've had so many failed sales calls. I trust you. And again, I've spent so much money on coaches and sales training and conferences and stuff like that to get good at sales. I wanted to bring you guys something that was compact. I think you guys can do this. Larry Cole Hagan, how are you? So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Larry, I know you're just jumping on, but I'm actually finishing up. But if you could hashtag replay it and watch it again, that would be great. All on how to do better sales calls. Thank you guys. I will see you later. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Depending on when you're seeing this. But everybody who's here live, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my masterclass where we're going all over how to monetize and make money from digital products from stuff you already know. Okay? See you later. And I don't want to edit. And stream.